checkers, wreckers, and more. Brought to you by Howe Patio Windows. They bring you premier windows, sunrooms, siding, and roofing in all of Southwest Michigan since 1983. Disclaimer. Anything you hear or see on this episode cannot be held against Checkers, Wreckers, and More. Copyright Checkers, Wreckers, and More, 2022. What's going on, everybody?
Happy Monday, folks. Happy April.
Yeah, April Fool's.
Oh,
Sorry.
It's all right.
wait, we can't see the comments now.
No, we're not doing comments today.
I quit.
Man,
I'm going to watch it on my phone. Fuck you guys. There's
So I hope
workarounds.
everyone's having a great Monday. Not a bad day. I mean, it was a typical Monday, but
You know what I love?
what do you love?
I just popped open Facebook so I could see the comments. Matt Elsey just posted Alex Sexton's
Dude.
ride. That thing is sick.
I was going to mention
Wow.
that. That is a badass ride.
Wow.
You think we're going to see a lot more Camaro looking cars this year? Now
Yeah,
they
it's
open
like
up?
the seventh one I've heard of. So
Yeah, that's I don't know. Is there an advantage?
2.
A Camaro style.
Hey, Dad, you're commenting on the wrong video. You commented on last week's.
All right. Well, first off, make sure you guys like our page. You share our live stream. Comment. We got Lon in the house tonight, so make sure you ask him lots of questions. A huge thank you to Howe Patio Windows, and of course Alicia for everything you do for us. Man, I gotta ask you. We talked a lit'll bit off air. What'd you think of the race?
I'm busy. Hold on. All right, now I'm up. God, it sucked. Terrible NASCAR race. Hamlin won. That was
Yoo-hoo!
cool. Yeah, that was super cool. Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed the last 3 laps. I thought it was exciting. Lost a little bit of respect for Martin Truex being a whiny little bitch, but
So that was my next question. At the end of the race, your thoughts on Martin Truex?
yeah, I get it. I mean, the guy was just angry at everything. But at the end of the day, I mean, I didn't even think, like, I hate Denny Hamlin. That may come to a shock
No.
to a lot of people. I didn't think he really drove that dirty on the restart. He didn't push him up to the wall.
I didn't see
He
it.
dove in just as hard as anybody. You want to talk about people diving hard? I mean, Ross Chastain, all race. Him and Larson, all that. So, yeah.
Are you becoming a Hamlin fan?
Oh,
ladies?
100%. Breaking news. He's going to drive one of my late miles this summer. Happy
Oh,
April Fool's.
I was going to
Just
say,
saying,
good April Fool's. So keep looking up there, trying to hope you can see comments. Done.
It's okay. No, we look so good up there. So.
So Friday is the last Friday without race cars on the track.
Hopefully.
No, outlook looks good.
It does. Long range for the month of April looks pretty decent.
Yeah. You excited? I mean, you said get back out there. You actually, you're taking off the announcing hat and you're putting your
I am.
car owner racer hat back on.
Yep, I am looking forward to it. Yeah, not ready to be Clint Boyer, Michael Waltrip just yet. I enjoy the other aspect of it. Excited for the limiteds. Going to spend most of my time doing that jazz this year between M40 and here, Kalamazoo Speedway. I'm excited because there's a lot of guys who I've gotten to race with here or there, but we never cross paths for week in and week out racing. That's going to change this year. A lot of the guys that I love to race with or want to race with have limiteds, which is exciting. A lot of guys. Jeff Gannis has a limited. I'm pumped. That's great. But no, AJ, we talked about that before. Talk about badass cars. I love that car. But no, Bryce is in a limited. I think there's going to be a couple other surprises next Friday, as long as Mother Nature allows open practice to go. To get everything taken care of.
Yeah, so as I said, Paul is not going to do the announcing, but I am going to be back in Victory Lane, doing Victory Lane interviews. It seems like drivers liked it, fans liked it, so we're going to go back to it. And those speakers at the track, man, I was there on Friday, and holy crap. If a fan can't hear the announcing, they need hearing aids.
Hey, come on. Some of us really are deaf. But.
No joke. If it's set right, you will hear it in your car while you're racing.
Joe, sorry, I'm going to read a comment here. Yeah, you looked up there.
I did.
He wants to know, when are you pulling the street stock out, Chad?
Come on, guys. Look, we're gonna be honest here. We all know that the challenge.
I made it up.
Oh, thanks. I'm not answering that then. Jeez, oh Pete. No, Paul, we talked about it, and everyone knows the hardest part in racing, probably one of the hardest parts, is the financial aspect of it. Someone once told me, Paul, when I first started racing, is never put racing before your family. And if I race that street stock, as much as I want to, don't get me wrong, I would love to, it would put racing before my family financially.
Gary Howe, if you're watching, can Chad race on the tires he has on that car?
No.
Just once.
No. So yeah, it's
Gary said yes.
No.
Why?
Because
it's got a full.
It had. Come on, man! Why do you do that to me? Anywho, all right, good to know. Yeah, Camila selling all her stuff. Is she racing anymore, or is she done? Let us know. Hopefully, she's not hanging it up. But yeah, it's more, and I know if I race that car, the drive is going to be there again, and I know it. It's just financially, it's just not in the deck of cards right now, and I think it's better off as a family. So it's okay, Paul. I know you don't like it, but I'm just taking your advice, homie.
What if your family wants you to race?
Well, don't do
so
this.
So what's going to happen when we post Chad's Cash App and everything, and all of a sudden you might have enough money to race once or twice? What excuse are we going to use that?
I send it back because I'm not doing that.
But you just said the whole reason we're not racing.
No,
is because
but I'm not going to be the guy on there looking for money to race. Like
you're not going to be the guy. I'm just saying, if your friends come up with money and all of a sudden you have enough to go race that thing, what are we going to do then? You going to put Denny Hamlin in the car?
Yeah, we'll put Denny Hamlin in the car.
Chuck wants to see you on the track.
I know a lot of people want to see me on the track again, and it's like I said, if we can get rid of the street stock, I have plans of buying a front wheel drive car because I know I can afford that. Paul, I know you have your opinions,
but I'm just saying, if you have enough money to go race once or twice in a street stock.
Moving on.
Let's take a straw poke if you want. Straw poke.
Running 1 or 2 races, taking a couple of seasons off. Her goal is to get a street stock when she makes her return.
Hey, I know.
I know somebody's got street stock too. It's a great starter car. All right. So anything you got? Anything special you got other than drilling me again?
2 things real quick. First thing, if you did not see, you can go buy your tires at Kalamazoo Speedway tomorrow night. Thank you, Chuck. Always listen to Paul.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, I still have it on my phone. But yeah, from 5 to 8, go up, cash, check, card, carrier pigeons. They'll take whatever.
I will put this one on there.
Yeah. Thanks, Dad.
We're going to move on.
Also, just behind me, off camera view, is Chad's mom, and it's a pleasure to see her. I thought she was already going to be gone, but lo and behold, got a nice surprise while I was here. So, hi, Chad's mom.
Hi.
Nah, I'm done.
Thanks.
Yeah.
right, well, let's just go on and introduce Lon here. Let's get him. Oh, hold on. Oh.
Sabrina said, coming from a girl who raised at a racetrack, family always comes first, no matter what.
I'm not arguing that point. I'm just saying if you have money to go racing, donate it through sponsorships or whatever. What if Michael Waltrip walked through that back door and was like, hey, there's $5,000 I forgot to spend when I was in NASCAR. Go race. What are you going to do?
If I had the sponsorships, yes. Yes.
So sponsorships or donations, they're the same thing.
All right, Paul, you won this battle. You won the battle. All right, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Tick, tick, boom. We're bringing the noise. Go, baby, we bringing our toys. Separate men from the boys. Chopper be singing, should be on the voice. Bang, bang, we gon' ride out. Gang, gang, we don't die out. Want it like this, ain't no timeouts. Tell me who really gon' find out.
Oh,
wait, were they?
what?
I did not notice
catch that. Ladies and gentlemen, all right. I feel like I've murdered your name enough. Is it Putnam?
It's not Putnam.
Putnam.
Spelled it right. It's perfect.
But it doesn't always happen that
No,
way.
it doesn't always. I double checked it like 5 times.
Got it, buddy.
Move him closer.
You're good.
Oh, okay.
Don't like pick them up. And
You're good.
All right. So first off, thank you for joining us. And like Paul reached out, he's like, hey, Lon reached out, you want to be on the show? I'm like, I love that when drivers do that because it makes us feel like what we're doing is working. So thank you for that. And thank you for coming out tonight. So I always ask, who is Lon?
Right on. What's the time limit to answer this question?
Get all night.
All night.
Well, I don't know. Born and raised Kalamazoo. I actually started back 97, 8-ish. Ran Hartford when I was half mile. Also had a limited late back in that day. So I would run Friday night there, get home 2, 3 in the morning, load up the limit, and go out and run. We had limited class, you know.
Jeez.
Did that up through about 2006. And then based on what you guys were just talking about, racing and financial, the fun went away. One night at the track, I got walled on the front stretch in a heat race, and I just said, you know what? The fun's gone. So I stepped away, sold it all, and focused on, bought a boat, bought a house, you know. But then a couple years ago, I just can't stand watching on the stand. I want to do this again. See if old guy can still do it a little bit. Yeah. So here we are. We got too many cars and not enough finances and help to do it. And
Seems to be.
We need everybody's little like Cash App QR codes.
Right, no
across there.
doubt.
So I got to ask, what's more expensive, boating or racing?
No doubt. They're really close. It's just boat has that term bust out another 1,000. And, you know, drag racing, circle track racing, every time we're trying to get in a tent, what's it cost? 1,000.
Yeah, what is it? Yeah, it's like $1,000 per tenth. Yeah.
Jeez, oh Pete.
The boat has sat for 3 years since before COVID hit. Bought the race cars. Yeah. They're both pits.
Yeah.
Big time.
What have you had more fun in, a boat or a race car?
Oh boy.
I mean,
There's really no wrong answer here.
yeah. To me, back into racing, and that word again is that I'm going to do this as long as it's fun. You always have fun in the boat. So I don't know. Get a few friends together, you know, up and on the coast of the big lake, and I mean that's fun.
I just watched the Titanic
It's
Saturday
cheaper.
night, though. They didn't have a good time on their boat.
Is that the first time you ever watched that movie?
No,
Okay. Goodness.
no.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
All right. So 2023 had its challenges. A lot of motor issues for you. It seemed like
That was not fun.
no.
See, that's
So,
the definition.
so how do you stay positive when you have that issue arise?
Well, yeah, you just have to obviously like racing and want to work hard and get it back together and get out there. I mean, I get there to be a part of it, to have that fun, to support your sponsors, your people. I know going to the track that I'm not going to run with Kenny and Luke and everybody in that template car. I mean, it's a dinosaur. But if I run within a couple of tenths of them, I'm having fun, and I'm good with it. This whole mod thing, that's just a whole different beast. I think there's a lot more opportunity in that. You can go to a lot more different tracks. I can go to a different track every Saturday with that thing. Yeah, all that and more.
So we saw the pictures, the template and the mod.
Yeah.
What is your favorite to drive? If out of those two, you had to pick one to go race for the rest of the year.
Well, honestly, I only ran that mod once last year because we blew the damn thing up. I called Kenny and Donnie and tried to arrange that promotional night the week before the mod race. I'm like, hey, can we get Bubba? Let's get 6-8 of us together for the fans, bring the mods out, make some noise. I definitely didn't expect to blow the damn thing up during that. But I ran side by side with Bubba and Brian, and I was like, wow, now this is pretty badass and fun. So at that moment, to answer that question, yeah, I'm looking forward to more fun than that. I ran the Cup at Springport last year, and that's pretty bad fast. So template's going to eventually get together, but the mod's going together first.
Nice.
So it kind of opens up my next question. The future of the late models, it could be on edge with the low car counts. What do you think needs to change to help build that back up to how it used to be? So we like honesty. We talked about this.
Question, man. I mean, it's, again, back to what you just said, finances, asking for sponsors. And I mean, another thing that got me back into it with the shop, owning the shop, I just basically went to bat and hit all my commercial customers and said, hey, I want to go try to have some stupid fun. Would you put your name on this car if I buy it? And they're all like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, really? That was way too easy. Back in the day, you couldn't get $500 to go,
Yeah.
So I cannot answer that. I mean, they're too spread out. The templates, okay, I'm all about bringing the limiteds back because I did it. But I think the rules should have been a little different. In my opinion, I think the template bodied car should have had the basic shocks. Let the limited that they're giving the limited. Let the limiteds have all that money and the wedge bodies and everything. Let's go back to call it a true sportsman with that shock package and no fancy rear ends. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Sportsman car with that body. That's how I think that class would have grown more. But hey,
there's no wrong answer there.
yeah, I mean, I hope it works. Car counts. How many limiters do you think we're gonna have?
I think
You obviously have heard about many.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a solid 16 or 18
Yeah.
for most of the season.
Very good.
I think we might get, some of the off nights, bigger shows, we'll get up in the 20s. Chad and I have talked a lot where 2022, the last time the Outlaws were a weekly division, every other week.
Yeah.
Outside of the $5,000 to win shows, we were lucky to get 10 cars.
12 cars every week.
Yeah, and it doesn't put on a good product for the fans.
No, and they hate it.
Yep.
They're whining and bitching, and I understand it. I hate that sit in the stands too, and when they're not driving or car owner, and I'm like, I don't want to sit there and watch 10, 12 cars.
Nope.
I agree.
Granted, I don't want to be out there when there's 22 cars and everybody tears the hell out of it. But, I mean,
Double-edged sword.
you want to be a part of it no matter what. Right?
Exactly.
So, got to have more cars. That's for sure. For the fans.
Agree.
Somehow, some way.
The cost of the body is stupid money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I ran templates for a couple years, a decade and a half ago, and they were expensive. I mean,
Well,
I feel like they're like $3,000 or more now.
they're nuts. But the
it's-
thing is, at the end of the year, these guys, the bigger money funded, they're selling a complete body for $800. Here's what I was hoping for when they come out with the limiteds. Stay with whatever fender and a template knows. Let us make the doors and the rear quarters and still give us the back panel like a limited late was back in the day. that eliminates that cost factor of buying that whole template body. Not everybody has a sheet metal brake or the knowledge to build a complete. We're all reaching out to everybody's reaching out to someone that has that kind of shop. That cost.
Yep.
I don't know. How many templates you think we're gonna have? You're talking 18.
Well,
It's
honestly, looking at most of these tracks not running them, like I don't think M40's run them.
No,
Galesburg is, I don't know exactly what they're doing.
they're gonna let them both run together.
I don't think a lot of people are going to like that. I think it may, and I really hope, I think it may draw more cars to Kalamazoo, more template cars.
That was my thought initially too. But then you got them guys that bought them 10-inch rims since Garrett made that announcement.
Yep.
Back in, which, you know, hey, so I get it. But
Yeah.
you own the 10-inch rims, well then go have some fun in M40 and support them every other Saturday or something.
I agree.
I feel like the template late models are going the way of the Outlaws, where your weekly racer isn't racing that division so much. It's the guys that are chasing after those big paydays and things like that, which no fault. I mean, when you have a $800 start show versus a $225 start show, if that's what it is anymore.
Yeah, that money. But, you know, Plymouth just announced a 10 grand show again for the templates, you know, and you know, Owasso pays more for the templates. I mean, it's, but again, Kalamazoo's, you know, home. It's, you want to support your home track. You just wish things were maybe a little bit different with more cars. And it's tough.
And I think this year will be a good learning year for the limiteds.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to look completely different come next season, because we're going to realize there's a fine line to be had, and some of the stuff we're allowing goes against the limiteds, but you know, we'll see.
Man, back in the day, you know, I pulled across the scales. I got to tell this real quick because we're talking about back in limiteds. I pulled across the scales last year, and Tommy reached in the window, and I held up an old picture of him. We raced the minutes back in the day, and it just, oh my God, you know, that was just such a great moment. Check it out, Tommy. Remember them old days? He goes, yes. I said, yeah, it was so different then, you know.
Yeah.
We had limited. We had A and B. We had 35 cars, man, and both features were good races.
Yep.
Fans loved it.
It was, I think, back going to the races with my dad in the mid to late 90s, and there'd be 50 Outlaws trying to make just a regular Saturday night show.
Make that 24 car field.
Yeah, making an A main was a season changer sometimes.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, Adam Vincent wants to know, what is the best part of racing for you?
I like how big.
Just finally getting that sense of accomplishment, I guess. I mean, I do a lot of the work on my own in the shop. Definitely got some guys that have helped out and I can reach out to. But I guess that sense of accomplishment come the end of the week when you can, as you're loading the car, and you can feel good about, okay, I didn't miss nothing. I'm ready to go. And I mean, the help, not only the finances, but the help is, you don't got help, man. It's really, really, really hard to go to that racetrack as much as you want to go. So the sense of accomplishment, again, when I go, if I'm ready and I'm loaded, man, I'm happy. I got my sponsors' food. I'm having more fun promoting and throwing the t-shirts out. And a win to me is making every lap. And the first year I come back, I made damn near, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow, this is so different than 13 years ago. But I felt like I won every week. You make every lap. That sense of accomplishment.
That's a good one. I like that.
You can't go if you're not ready. I mean, that one little thing bites you in the ass, and you just,
Like hood pins.
Drain plugs. Also, I mean, weird stuff. Who would have thought?
Smallest thing, and you're done. Yeah. Looking forward to both of them, but like I said, the amount of work is just unbelievable. When I can't do it, I enjoy coming out and trying to help someone else. I see it. There's so many other people that don't have that help, or you got one family relative. I mean, it's just to have a guy with you there to be able to back you out of the pits is hell, you know.
Yep.
It's tough. It's just tough.
All right, Bob, go ahead.
All right. So tell everybody what you do when you're not at the racetrack. What's your day job?
I just work all the time. I own independent automotive. So yeah, taking care of people. You know.
Where's your shop
Car
located?
repairs. We're over on King Highway.
Okay.
I've been in that building going on 11 years.
Thanks.
I've been doing the whole mechanic wrench thing I'll be 53 in a month, I guess, you know, since a little guy to be able to do an oil change, you know, so 20, 25 plus years with the shop.
Nice. It's
Keeps you
awesome.
busy.
Oh,
When
yeah.
you're done with customers' cars and that, and then you're staying late and you're working on these damn things. Trying to get there. It's worse than drugs, isn't it? It's way worse than drugs. Man. Fun, right? Fun.
Yep.
Yeah. Fun.
Yep, exactly.
We're having fun now. Yeah.
All right. Do you eat string cheese?
Every week? Yes. I absolutely do.
How do you eat your string cheese?
Peel it.
See, Paul?
Peel it.
I think peeling's leading now.
Yeah, it's lean now.
Everybody likes mozzarella sticks, but late at night, guilty. I got in the car. First, when I fired up that motor, I said, "You better get in there." I changed a lot. And I'm like, "Uh-oh, too much string cheese."
Yeah.
Stepped on the scale, like 232. I could really get in here from last year. I was like 212.
Yeah.
Might have to find a young guy to get in it. And we say, "Hey,
Todd Courier said independent auto does fantastic work.
Perfect.
Thanks for tuning in, Todd.
got to put a prep out to them boys." I've known Chris and Todd Courier for a lot of years. And, very knowledgeable. Obviously, they did it for an awful long time. We got Todd back involved last year in that mod. We're trying to get him motivated this year. He hasn't even touched the car. I have a third car. I have another mod, and it's at Courier Motorsports. Chris and Todd are helping with that, along with Cliff. But, you know, nobody's busy, and I get it. It's just so much work.
Mhm.
I don't have that sheet metal knowledge, although I'm getting better because I did go out to the shop and I copied a couple pieces for the mod a couple weeks ago. And I'm like, man, those don't look bad. I did all right. A lot of that stuff, I'm the mechanical. I mean, I'll rip whatever part, put it back together, but I just don't have the knack or the patience for sheet metal work. So
Chad and I bent some body parts in my shop one time.
God.
Bent them backwards because we were trying to figure out what we were doing. Yeah.
yeah,
I think we end up going and seeing Adam.
Yep. Adam
After that,
Terry came in
we're
clutch after that.
"Yeah, we're not made out for this fab work."
so I'm very thankful for Chris and Todd out there. We'll get that finished eventually. That was one of the things I was going to bring up to you, and I sent you that message.
All right. I was intrigued by that.
Kind of a surprise. So, hopefully we get that third car done. And my goal with that car is to be basically a car owner, and I want to let other people get in that. And let's go have some fun with that too. You know, bring a sponsor on board. I bring mine, but fun, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And the first goal is to get that on the track at Kalamazoo. I highly doubt it's going to make the first race. There's a lot to go, but I would love to get that on the track with 3 different drivers next year and give them the opportunity to
That'd be
go out there and
That
have
is
some
awesome.
fun, you know,
I got
super
one close.
sweet.
but it's lacking. It's got ways to go if we're going to get it.
It's always something.
Yeah.
It's funny you bring that up because Chad and I have talked about, I think it was at the banquet, we had a good conversation after talking to Donnie and how there's almost that generational shift happening in our sport where the older guys are starting to hang up the helmet,
Yeah.
but not so much keep cars in the game.
Right.
And that's something where we focus on bringing kids up, but we also, if we have the older guys that are trying to get out of it, keep a car in the game, whether it's a team effort with multiple sponsors from multiple parties, but
Well, you still want to promote. You know, Donnie owns a shop too, you know, so he wants to support his own shop, his sponsors. And he said it well on the show there when he was on. He goes, I can't give my car what it deserves. That's why Billy drives and these other guys drive. I wish he would get back in it and do like me and come on, old guy. You know, we should have an old guys class, like 15 and up.
I love that idea.
Why not? I don't care if there's 6, 8 of us. Let the fans would love it. Oh,
Yeah. The Legends class.
Something.
Yep.
But Donnie should get back in that car and make some laps just to prove to himself that, man, I can still do it. You might not be 3-4 tenths as fast as Billy or anybody else, but you still did it.
Yep.
That's me. I'm going out, man, you know, I did it. But I also know if I run a 14.0 on my template, an old stock clip or a city car, and fast time that night's a 14.2, I'm pretty happy with what just happened. So, okay, I just want to make all the laps and have that fun.
Load it up back in one piece. And
yeah, less work that week. So, but he said it perfect. You know, I can't give my car. I can't either. I'll admit it, just like him. So next year I'm going to drive both of them this year quite a bit and wear myself out. But next year I'm going to transition more into that car owner / just drive once in a while and see if we can market in some other guys in there. I got a list. There's a few I've been talking to that want to get in it. I got a deal going on, hopefully with a driver for one of the Berlin races. We'll see what happens in the belt. So that's
some damn exciting news. That's super cool.
You know, you get it together. You want to come out test session and say you got in a mod and
heck yeah,
say I liked it, and or I'm scared shitless and not driving these things. You know what I mean? You never know. They are different. They are way, way different than anything else. When I blew those up that night, it was like you got it out of the mod and blow it up. I got in the late model. And the late model was actually good that night. It was absolutely terrible before I blew it up. I'm like, I can't even drive this. So the two cars are nowhere near the same.
Because you blew them both up the same night, correct?
Fuck yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up.
Damn, buddy.
I know. I was going to say, if I remember, I'm like,
Such
crap.
Photo ops. Yeah, same. Going into turn 3. The mod that was quick. But the late model, I had been beating on that for a while, and I knew that was like a 13-year-old motor. But I threw too much at it, and I'm like, come on, baby, one more week. No. Just destroyed both of those. I mean, not even block salvageable.
Oh, no.
Man.
Man.
There was a lot of oil dry down there.
Let's salt in the open wound, man. Come on. I opened the wound up. Now you just dumped the salt in there.
We were walking around trying to do interviews or something. I'm like, what happened? Because I didn't know you had blown up. And I'm like, somebody's having a rough night.
Yeah. Get over that.
Oh, that's rough. Really?
She offered me a motor, that was great. A couple people. Todd did too. Actually, we loaded one up. They took it back to the shop and everything, and it just ended up being too much work. It was different style cylinder head and header, and I'm like, I just don't feel like doing all this work. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it, but I'm not going to rush it, especially borrowing someone else's stuff. And I took it back, but the offer, just to have that offer from guys, that's pretty cool.
It is.
I agree.
I would do the same if I had that extra. I used to have extra, so I was good. Now we don't. So, yeah.
All right, Paul, go ahead, man.
All right. So forward, a lot of mine piggybacked off Chad on the back end here.
Do you have a question about string cheese too?
No string cheese questions. I do have a food question though, because we love our Kalamazoo Speedway and their food. Do you eat normally on a race day?
I usually bring stuff to the track. I grill out.
Okay.
I bring the grill.
Nice.
There's sometimes he's got some real good stuff in his trailer.
Yeah, bring some Neds,
I walked in there once to grab a couple of shirts to launch for the kids. He's like, want some wings? I'm like, holy crap. Like, he said, like, buffalo wings and everything. I'm like, God.
Was that the night there was no Victory Lane interviews? You missed it? No. I'm just joking.
I was like, what?
Well, you had mentioned, we don't get down below what they have on the menu up
No.
top, so
It's rough.
usually, don't get me wrong, I still get a burger from down below or whatever, but I generally try to bring something.
Okay. So what would you say is a good goal that you have for 2024?
Definitely more learning, make them laps, experience, just kind of prove to myself that try to find that fun. If that fun goes away from me, then it'd just be a faster exit to start putting others in it. 'Cause I think I can have fun that way too.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
He's a little dramatic with his coughing.
Sounds pretty good.
Like father, like son.
Oh,
Thank you.
ouch.
So we were talking earlier off camera about the NASCAR race and Denny Hamlin and Martin Truex. Would you say you're pretty level-headed once you put a helmet on, or do you sometimes get a little hot under the collar?
Not no more. Back in the day, I got pissed. And, no, it ain't even worth it. I mean, of course you get upset, but those wings, Todd said. I brought pizza and stuff out for them guys. They eat it. Are you a Denny fan? No, I'm getting
No.
Okay.
What sucks is when he first came on. Yeah, when he first came on the scene, I actually was a Denny fan.
Oh, okay.
Quickly learned he was not
Yeah, I had.
everything.
I mean, what Martin did. I mean, would they interview Chase right after? Or no, it was Larson.
Yep.
And I think he was just pretty upset, and I was the guy that was there, and so no, I don't. These younger kids, you watch some of the in cars, how they drive. To me, Kalamazoo. I mean, like you call Kenny. I'm smooth. I try to be just nice and smooth in the car. These kids are just in them camera. How in the hell are they? They're going a couple tenths faster, but I'm watching them how they wheel, and it's just like holy shit.
A lot of aggression too.
Yeah. And the mods, see, they seem to have a little bit more older, experienced drivers in those divisions, I think. Yep. And you have to have way more respect for those open wheels.
Oh yeah.
So I've noticed, and I've liked that. I mean, you're close. When you can see the front tires, it's a whole different deal there.
So what would you say your best memory at a racetrack is?
Yeah, I had a lot. Back in the day in Hartford, had a lot of fun. Won a couple Bs. I mean, Hartford was a half mile, and in a street stock, we went ungodly fast down the backstretch at that place. A couple bad wrecks there. Like, obviously, that's not my favorite memory, but had some good ones at Kalamazoo too. I can't really give you an exact. There's been a lot.
No, a lot of memories is better than just one good memory.
Well,
So
we already answered it. I mean, made the laps, cars going on the trailer in one piece. That's a great night.
Yep.
And ate some chicken wings.
Some wings, having a drink.
It's setting the bar on this one.
It's so nice to be able to go and at least have the time to go over to Donnie's pit or someone else and converse with guys there. There's not enough of that amongst us at the racetrack.
God, we just talked about this.
I really wish there would be more, even during the off season. I mean, we should have more driver get-togethers, interactions, get to know each other a little more. I think there'd be a little more respect and fun. There's not enough time.
No.
Nobody ever has. Nobody just wants to get the hell out of there. I like hanging out.
Yep.
People that come watch me, they come down, they make it. I love that part. Get out of the car, and hang out and talk.
You know what? I'm pretty sure it was the night you had all the engine issues. You didn't even load up the car, right? You stayed and hung out for a while.
Well, they blew them out, pulled in, and then they were lining the template feature up right away. So I had to hurry up with all those emotions going, getting that. And I was like, start me in the back, and because I was supposed to start on the pole. So there ain't no freaking way. My mind's, what just happened with that. So I just want to go in the back and make some laps. So that I make 5. That happens, like within, I think, 15 minutes.
It was so rough.
You don't see that too often.
No. Unfortunate. But again, you're racing. That's the risk.
Hey, go ahead, Paul.
All right. Well, no, because I got to wait on that one.
Oh,
I got to wait on that one till the end.
okay.
We'll go with, is there a bucket list track? You talked about you're kind of morphing your role a little bit coming up in the next couple of years. bucket list track you still want to turn laps at?
Oh, wow, so for sure.
Nice.
We're going.
You are going?
The first race, I'll shake the mod down at Kalamazoo, weather permitting. And then the following week, go to Springport and practice. The first race will be at Springport, what, 27th, whatever that weekend is for Springport. But then right after that, I want to get to Owasso, and I think you have to, their tire deal is a little different than everywhere else. I think you got to buy your tires there. I got to figure out how all that works.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Definitely want to get there. The mod, I mean, on a regular night up there, they had 30 plus. I mean, again, yeah, I'll run that bee. And I'll have as much fun as, you know, making that is great. But,
Well, even their B payout was fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah, it's no joke over
So,
there.
yep, I want to get there. If this Berlin deal works out with the other individual we're talking about, and we happen to get that other car done, plus we're trying to get Mr. Todd convinced to finish, get his car maybe up there. It's just way more fun when you get a group of guys going to track at the same time, you know, multiple cars. So Berlin too, I guess. I never made a lap there.
Some good bucket list tracks, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Easily
Plymouth,
attainable.
Went and watched Plymouth, you know, a few times last year or two just to watch, and you know, definitely, yeah, this looks fun. Talking with a few guys, but that's a little bit of a run compared to what we can do.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, also on Springport. So, yep, that mod that I have is actually the car that Matt Maurer drove last. Remember 3-4 years ago when they had the one mod race at Galesburg?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the car that won.
I did not
Matt
know
was
that.
driving it.
Oh,
It's a good car.
Sporty little car,
It's an
yeah.
older Stacy car. It's a good car. Again, they might not see that with me in there, but Wrestler Boys and Matt and a few have driven that car, and they've won a lot of races in it.
okay.
It used to be an old Purvis car too from back in the day.
Oh, wow.
But I got in it when we had that hot lap session. I'm like, whoa, why can't I get this forward weight in my late model? Oh my. So looking forward to that.
So is there anything that you do in your car that may be different than what anyone else may do? Do you sing, talk to yourself?
No, definitely no singing. Can't sing. I mean, the adrenaline I think has kicked in a couple of times. Matter of fact, then I'm like, oh yeah, you know, this is bad. You talk to yourself a little. You know, well, I mean, Bubba's right here, and I'm running outside. You know, first time I'm like, yeah, all right, let's go, buddy. And so I think you get a little bit vocal to yourself in there. Hartford, yeah, back in the day, you're doing that backstretch. I don't know if you want to call it singing. I think it's more like, oh shit, or you know, it's so fast.
Yeah.
Really fast. Like I said, in a factory stock.
Jeez.
Back in the day. Half mile is a big track.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I can't imagine.
Yeah, and then sideways. And
Yeah. Yeah.
dirt's fun, but the amount of work that it's way more work than any asphalt car. Nope, too old for that.
Yep.
All right, Paul, go ahead,
Well,
man.
no, my last two piggyback. Well, my next one piggybacks off your question. So,
Ask him what his favorite racetrack food was when he does get the track.
well, we kind of beat around the bush on that one. So,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I do. I blab a lot.
No.
No, because you bring food, so it's different.
That
It's
helps.
a different answer. Yeah.
Like I said, like Donnie, 9 times out of 10, you're hungry. They got the setup over there.
That
afterwards,
they do.
too, so.
Some of the most creative food too. What was the one like the macaroni and cheese
Sloppy Joe.
Oh
sloppy Joe?
yeah, with the crock pots going. And,
Man.
I
All
think
right.
we starve at the racetrack.
So I'm guessing this is probably one of the questions Paul's going to piggyback off of. Who is one driver that when you are by them on the track that you know is going to run you clean?
Oh, Billy, for sure. Connie, when I came back the first year, I made it a point to go and return certain drivers and let them know that, look, I'm back, but never drove this shit before, never drove a car on bumps, never done none of this. But here we go. I got this ungodly motor in this car. So when you're behind me and laughing at me, I promise you, I will stay in the high groove. I will not be that guy. That was fun to me. I went back and they kind of laughed. You weren't in the way. I said, just being respectful.
Yep.
That changed as we started to figure the car out. And okay, now I'm going to move down and I'm going to run with these guys a little bit. And we got it a few times. I'm just not going to do all that extra soaking. And, I'm that guy that I'm going to run tires 3 weeks. I'm not saying I won't do some a little bit if, we're allowed, but I don't have the time or the help or the effort to go through that extra soaking process to try to gain that 3/10. I'm perfectly content with watching the show and running where I run and make them laps,
Fair enough.
All right. So yeah, part B of that question. Is there anybody out there that you don't like running against?
I've only been back a couple of years, so I guess I haven't got that. I can't establish that yet.
I hope it stays that way.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think everybody has been very respectful at Kalamazoo. Even everybody I ran with at Cup, I never raced with them there. It was the B, but yet there was still nope.
Good.
No answer yet.
Good.
Wait till Donnie gets in the car again, right?
Yeah. That's
Don't let me both on. Yeah.
Let's go, old guy. Gotta have old guy class.
Yep.
Come on, Gary. Exhibition night. Like
That'd be
car owners. They used to do it.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I remember, okay, car owners gonna run 8-10 lap.
that would be sweet.
That would be really sweet.
That would be cool.
It's about the fans. The fans would love it.
Gary, make it work.
They love it.
All right, I want you to go back to younger Lon. What's one piece of advice that you would tell him?
Should not have picked up a wrench.
You are the second mechanic to say that.
Yeah, it's rough on your body. Yeah. But gearhead, all the way. So I can't regret it. I don't know.
That works. I'll
Stuck
take
with
it.
it. You gotta make it work. It's life now. If I continue on with my shop for as long as I possibly can, or I decide to close it down in a year, I would definitely not go back and wrench for anybody else again. I'm on to something different.
Makes sense. All right. You got a part 2 of that one?
No, just my
Oh.
final question. Yeah. So for the 2024 season, is there any place fans can get Lon merchandise, any swag? And then go ahead and tell us about your sponsors and who else gets you to the track week in and week out.
Yeah, in the trailer eventually. We're gonna do some new t-shirts. Waiting on a couple more sponsors to seal that deal so that we can get them all on there. So yeah, I always got them in the trailer, and I'm always going to be throwing them up in the stands. If we do that again this year, we should, like at the hockey games, you still go.
I do.
People
Yep.
come out of the tunnel and the fans just go nuts when they hold up a t-shirt. So not only maybe you doing the launcher, but let the drivers walk up in the stands this year and just throw them themselves. It'll save you a lot of time and effort.
Yeah.
Luke's wife
Yeah.
set that up last year, and it was great.
And it's
So-
faster because they know we're on time
Yep.
straight with Gary and all. So let us all go up there that have the shirts. You can still launch them,
Yeah.
I'm good with not
I
launching
love
those shirts.
It's harder than
Do you
it
know,
looks.
you know how terrible it is to launch a t-shirt?
Yeah. I did a
Not good.
quick promotional thing last year where I just reached out to my sponsors and friends, and it ended up working out well. I just said, hey, t-shirts cost us $25-$30 to basically have done, but I'll spot the 5 on it, get 25, and then I'll invite you all out to Ned's and I'll feed you. Me and Jeff that owned Ned's, and we had 50, 60 people come out with a car there, and we hung out on a
That's
whatever
cool.
it was a Sunday for 3-4 hours. I mean, it was a great time. It's perfect. That's
Awesome.
that's the fun.
Yep.
So yeah, we're gonna get more made. Waiting on a couple more sponsors. Who gets me to the racetrack? Me, myself, and I, for the most part. Cliff comes to the track and helps out. Thank God, I got an uncle that comes, and again, a pair of hands. The fans need to realize, and I'm sure a lot of them do, but just one extra pair of hands at the racetrack is help. Help
Yep.
us help.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'm thankful to have this uncle that's just a diehard race fan. That I mean, he can't do anything on the car, but he can hand me something. He can
Mm-hmm.
go get that. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm starting. Help is an issue. We've sponsors. We got some of the same ones back on board as the last couple of years, and again, they're my shops. Mainly, they're my commercial accounts. Extremely thankful. They're great friends. I mean, they're making it fun for me to be able to do it. So we got Lamplighter Electrical Service back on board. Molders Moving and Storage. Kazoo Tire Company. Been dealing with Dave at Kazoo Tire for 20 plus years. So I don't do tires because I send them out to him. Go see Dave. Ned's on Gull Lake, of course. Ned's has a Boogie Barbecue Sundays. Let's get together, and you guys want some
Oh, heck
Boogie barbecue.
That's a day to go out during the summer. He's got a separate barbecue thing on the side where he does the ribs, the brisket, and everything. Amazing.
Sold.
Yeah,
I'm so hungry.
We just got I just got a call actually this afternoon. Friends of mine own Poor Richard's Cafe over by the shop. They're coming on board this year.
Nice.
Got some friends that own Lake Forest Lodge up in Baldwin, Michigan. Not racing, you want to get away, go rent a cabin, hotel, go to Baldwin. You got side by sides, whatever.
Heck yeah.
Those are good friends of mine. They got a website you can get on and book rooms and stuff. Showtime Graphics, Dave does all my lettering. He's done my signs and stuff for years. And hopefully we got an announcement with 2 or 3 more here in a minute. I'm looking forward to having on the car new.
Nice. Looking forward to those posts.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
more fun.
So we're talking about fun. I know you're a little about this. You ready for word association?
What's that?
Are you ready for word association?
Not really.
It's a good time.
Let's give her a shot.
We're gonna give her a shot.
All right.
All right. I added a few. Hey, there's quite a few here. All right, tech. Oh, I'll let you hold on. That was terrible timing.
Tech?
Tech.
Timing right.
Tire soak.
Yeah, maybe.
Kalamazoo Speedway.
Fun.
First racetrack you attended.
Kalamazoo Speedway.
White flag.
I'm sorry.
White flag. White flag.
White flag, checkered flag.
Victory Lane.
I wish. Just once, please.
Traction control.
No.
I want to race against.
Oh. Sorry, Donnie. The old guys, one old guys class.
Biggest fear in racing.
The disappointment, all that hard work is.
Favorite person at the track.
I don't know.
Officials.
Good for them.
Love.
Racing.
Snack.
Cookies.
Good answer. Rival.
Huh?
Rival.
Rival. I don't have one of those either. Sorry, I gotta
No, it's
work on that.
cheater.
Yeah, unfortunately there is.
Denny Hamlin.
Not me. There you go. Danny. Danny Hamlin. Cheater. Go Gibbs.
Gary Howe.
I respect.
TV show.
Gold Rush.
Song.
That's any country song, I guess. Country music.
Hero.
That was Dale Sr.
Not bad. Those
Yeah.
good
Yeah,
answers.
you did
See?
good.
Back in the day, I like to have the 3 number for a minute, and Dale passed, and hence number 4 now. I could really kind of care less what number you were back then, but that's why I went with 4 this time. I had a few people ask. I'm like, oh, became a Harvick fan, you know, after.
So you used to be number 3 then?
Yeah.
You didn't ask that
Yeah,
question.
I
You
didn't.
normally ask that
I
question.
didn't.
For a short time, did we do? I can't remember. Yeah, for the most part, it's 3.
Nice. I like it. Did we get a crash of the week or the? I didn't check. I only
I
got
don't
my
think
phone.
so.
I know he's getting ready to head to Bristol.
Yeah,
So
he's got a big
I
weight.
wish you could have
Wake.
found mine from back in the day. It was a good crash of the week.
that's scary.
One of the water barrels were up there in turn 2. Kazoo. I launched over that back in the day sideways, and when the car landed into them barrels, and the video was awesome. They had it forever, but the water, you know, went so high up in the air, and we flooded turn. Limited days. Back in the limited days.
Dave, what's the best racing memory?
Racing with you, Dave.
There we
Yeah,
go.
that's great.
I don't.
Ain't the string cheese adding weight? All those wings. Oh, look at some of these later.
Yeah, there's usually.
I don't eat string cheese. It was just a question. I haven't
Yeah.
eaten it in a while.
I don't either.
But I do eat wings.
I don't have anything else. Do you?
No, I appreciate
I'm
you.
thrown off not having a crash of the
Yeah.
week.
I know you've reached out to come on the show, and that's awesome when we can make it happen. And
Yep.
look forward. You've always been great at the racetrack with
Yeah.
giving shirts
Yes.
out for the giveaways and just being upbeat no matter what's going on and
It's
being
hard.
able to
Like
talk
you're
to.
so busy. So I think a lot of people and drivers in general that don't have that help get kind of portrayed as you're unsocial or something. No, you're just so
Yep.
busy.
And
We all would love to have more of that, but that's why I'm glad they at least keep the lights on for an hour or whatever after, so that we can at least.
Supposed to
If
be,
you- if you're lucky.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
supposed to be like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
But
budget cutbacks.
I wish I could do more of that. It's just time, and you're doing so much on your own. It's really tough. I love the kids part and the t-shirts. I mean, that's a big part. I used to get dropped off at the Kalamazoo Speedway when I was a little kid, when they had the old Kodak 26 cameras.
Yeah.
We used to get dropped off and watch, you know, Marty Crawford and Sparentek and Larry Knowlton. I mean, through the fence as little kids. I'm doing this someday. You know?
that's awesome. I like
Yeah.
that.
Made it happen. Yeah.
A lot of good memories at the racetrack.
And I've seen so many kids wearing those shirts that they got
Mhm.
when you guys launched them.
Yeah.
So many kids.
Yeah, and I
Sound
specifically was going to try to make more kids' sizes because I wrapped ice cream coupons or something in them, you know. So these ain't for the adults. These are for the kids. Oh.
I know. I had to tell people like, let the kids have these.
So you're not real quick. You're not going to run limited, or
No, we'll be running the limited between M40 and Kalamazoo.
okay?
And then hitting not the Intimidator with the Outlaw. At least mine, Bubba will be driving the red one
Okay.
for us. But hopefully the Marty Jones and the Clash will have the red one, and my dad's got a car over in
Yep.
Dexter. Just got to finish
Nice.
putting together, and
You're gonna take it anywhere else to run?
probably not.
Okay.
Work, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Work gets
yeah.
pretty busy, and
Oh yeah.
unfortunately my busy time at work is also racing season.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we
Get it.
stick close to home and do what we can.
Thankful for the guys that do help. I mean, it's like I said, you got to have it, and I love helping. You know, but it's you can't do it.
Yep.
No.
So yeah, you ever need help,
Yeah, I appreciate that.
give it a shot, man. There's plenty of us looking to do that.
Okay. And you know we have a good time. So
No, yeah.
If we get the other mod together though, that's what I was getting at. We test the track. You want to come strap in and see what you think of it.
hell yeah.
You were just
Awesome.
saying you were wanting to get
Yeah, I
into a
was.
mod.
Yeah, I've always wanted
Like,
to drive a
it was
mod.
Bubba didn't offer, huh?
I don't know if I can fit in that thing. I watched a buddy of mine climb into it, and I'm glad he went first. So
What size seat you got?
I have a 16 in the red car.
So you got 17s in mine. So
Yeah, I need that because the 16 just kind of
yeah.
it's not comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. We're working actually with, if I have time real quick, Jordan that you had on the show.
Yeah.
And then his dad, Ken. I've been trying to convince, because Ken's got a motor sitting there. And I said, well, hey, we need that motor for this other mod, and then we'll put Jordan in there for the first race. We get it done. So that's what we're trying to make happen.
Hell yeah.
Jordan's improved, and I'm like, heck yeah, kid, I'll throw you in here. But we're definitely testing first.
Yeah.
Because all these guys think that, you know, they're like a street stock, or they're not. They're different. Obviously, talk with the can relate. So.
Yep.
But yeah,
It's awesome.
he's on the list. A couple others, and hopefully it works out.
Oh yeah.
Looking forward to keep it. Those cash apps going.
Yep.
More sponsors.
Yep. We'll throw them in the comments. We'll get it.
We'll just add everyone's cash app out there.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I've got for tonight, man. It's thank you again, man. I mean, it's always good. You know, Kenny asked me when I got here, he's like, who's the guest tonight? I said, Lon is. He's like, oh, do you know much about him? I said, honestly, no. And he said, that's why you guys do this show. So
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. A lot of stuff I didn't know about. So it's awesome.
I messaged him last week about a pit spot. He kind of made my day, because joking around messaging about, yep, I moved you closer, tire barn order. I said, thanks, you know, no help sometimes. And I said, what you do for people, and sometimes can't remember. I made a comment jokingly, what you get in return. I know it was, I do so much for others, but I wish someone would do something back for me. And he jokingly responded back. He goes, well, I just got you a freaking pit spot. You know, so, thanks, Danny. I said, you know, that made me honest. You are. I said, you're right. Thank you. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, so we appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. For all the, I'm gonna have to go through because Alicia blocked us from the comments tonight.
I know.
Blocked,
Yeah, she did.
blocked you. I had them going.
My-
Yep. Neighbor spoon for me. Awesome. Yeah, I'll have to look at
Is
it.
this Kenny Head show? I don't think so. This is Chad show.
oh my gosh! Stop it.
Let's
But
get together. We
Heck yeah.
Some
We'll go to
wings.
Ned's on a Sunday.
barbecue.
I'm starving, so we can't talk about food right now.
If I get that
Man,
boat fixed, we can head over to Gall. and
That's a
Shoot.
great Sunday waiting to
Yes,
happen.
cruise.
oh boy.
Yeah.
What? But guys, make sure you guys check in with your friends and family. The ones that need the most help are typically the ones that don't want your help. Sometimes all it takes is just an open ear to help somebody through a rough time. And with that, thank you, everyone. We love y'all.
Take care, guys.
Peace.
Woo!